It's never easy starting these videos. Okay. First video for the new channel, and this is how we're starting it. Okay, alright. Hello. If you're so strong. If you're clicking on this video, wondering what the fuck this is, and you've actually gotten through those first however many seconds, I'm gonna be real with you. This video is less kind of informative, less of me offering something up. It's more a conversation for myself to have with myself. This is my equivalent of writing yourself a message, popping it in a bottle, and throwing it out to sea. That's what this video is. And the purpose of me making this video, to have this conversation with myself, is because I need to break down my ego. I need to break down my ego because I've been on a self-improvement journey for the past 5 years, since I had a mental breakdown beginning of my last year of uni. And it's been progressive, it's been on off, it's been hitting brick walls, and you know, it's because I had a very twisted sense of reality in my beginning years of life, like the first 20 years. Had the breakdown, went through therapy to go through a lot of those very corrupted and twisted viewpoints and behaviors. Coming out on the other side, it was a weird juggle of, you know, to me there was only so much therapy that you can really do. I should currently now be in therapy. I really should be. Can't afford it, but it's difficult after being out for so long to get back into it. But you know, kind of coming out of the therapy, coming out of uni, and you know, needing to engage with the working world and the adult world while also still going through a really turbulent mental time, as you know, all of my self-beliefs had been torn apart, ripped to shreds, blown up, been set to ground zero, level zero again. And I had to kind of rebuild a whole mentality, a whole set of worldviews, while also showing myself to be sane and functional in an adult working world so that I can earn money and support myself. And then COVID came along, and then was unemployed for 5 months maybe. And then had a job for a year, and then I thought, you know what, we got to get out of here. And I ended up moving to Thailand for 2 years to work on myself, waiting for Japan to open. And then, I don't know if you can see by my slidey doors that we are in Japan, still with the intention of working on myself. And it's not going the way I had imagined and wanted to, because I'm in a comfort zone. I'm in a comfort zone, and my ego is keeping me here because it's what my current self and identity is. And I keep lying to myself, I keep tricking myself that I'm making these routines and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And if I do these things, it's gonna work to making myself into a higher version of myself, to be the person that can be successful, that can achieve the things I want to achieve. And it's all just a very clever lie to keep me where I am. And I'm not happy where I am. Like, it would be fine if I was at least happy, but I'm not content, because I know I can be doing better. I know I can be doing better. It's so frustrating. I have, you know, I am intelligent. I have skills. I can move myself to a good place of success, of whatever that success is. But I know I can reach a place where I feel fulfilled and I have attained the level of success that I am proud and happy of. And the things that I need to be doing to move myself into this position are not difficult. They are not difficult. My alarm is set for 5 a.m. because I want to get up and do morning routine stuff to help me align with my day and yada, yada, yada. I am awake at 5. I am well awake at 5. Do I get up? No. Because getting up and doing those things aligns with a higher self, a version of me that's not currently me. And so my current me, the ego, is like, you know what? No. Scary. Don't fucking do that. Let's stay in bed and avoid that. And then because that's the mindset we've adopted the very first thing in the morning, it's the mindset that carries me out through the entire day. And I'm fed up. I'm so fed up. I'm so frustrated that I cannot help myself. And it is literally me on my own. I do have like friends and family I can somewhat lean upon. I don't want to lean too heavily because I need to figure this shit out for myself. I want to be independent. I want to be self-reliant. And that doesn't mean solitude. That doesn't mean isolation. That means being able to at least guide myself a fair distance before going, oh, okay, actually, I might need to have a lean on you here for a little short period, but just to kind of get my feet bearing again and get some more information, make some new connections, maybe more in like the relevant field, and then I'm all good, and then I can bosh off again. But I can't even do that. I can't even do that because my ego is so set on its current self, and I'm doing this video to openly admit one of my biggest flaws and fears, because my hope with doing these series of videos, I'm hopefully going to make this into a bit of a series for myself, is the fear of change. It is the fear of allowing myself to be something else. One of my biggest challenges as a kid was my mental view of the world and myself was extremely twisted, extremely negative, and I viewed myself through other people's eyes as just being the fuck up, as being the person you don't want on your team because they're gonna mess up, they're gonna, primary school fuck playing football because I'll never be able to score a goal, having on any other kind of team because I just will naturally fuck it. Will just naturally fuck it up. I remember one time secondary school, and this was intended as a joke from the person, but it aligns, it's such a perfect example. We were de-rigging the boats or something, I can't remember. I remember coming down the hill and one of the lads saying, oh no, it's Harry, don't let him get near this or don't let him touch us or whatever. And we all, it was intended as a joke, 100%. There was literally no malice involved in that joke. But to me, it was like, okay, yeah, cool. That's how I am. That's who I am. And that's what it is, And that viewpoint is so cemented in me that I'm just a fuck up. So trying to make videos, trying to portray myself as anything different, especially if I'm making videos and I want to put this on my public page and having people from my past see those things and see me as something else than how I was, it is such a fear of mine, and that I'm going to be put back into that box. And I think that's a huge reason why I lie to myself. I make these little lies and twisted viewpoints and twisted ways of looking at the things that I'm doing to keep me motivated enough to keep wanting to look forward so that I don't fall fucking into depression, but not enough to actually show any progress. So I'm making this video because I'm been saying as well, like I want to go into self-improvement and help people who have gone through similar stuff as me. You know, I want to achieve self-mastery. That's what I would love to achieve. I would love to achieve a level of self-mastery over myself, so that I can go out and I can do the things that I want to do. I can have the life that I want to have. And I can only achieve that, in my opinion, through having self-mastery, just because of who I am, the way my mind works, and yada, yada, yada. And I've got no fucking clue how to do that. I've got no fucking clue. I've got no fucking clue really what I want to lead my life into. I've been saying to dad and stuff, and my food, my friends, yeah, this is the kind of path I want to go in on, but even I'm not convinced. And I'm saying it because it's easier I'm 27 now, in 2 weeks I'm 28 years old. How am I at 28 years old still saying, I don't know what the fuck I want to do? And I know there are stories of people in their 35s who have a 30s, 40s, 50s that have a revelation of, this isn't what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. And, you know, that's where you get your midlife crisis at. So it's not uncommon. But for me, it's personally frustrating. It's scary. It's scary that I don't know how I want to lead my life. Because then if I don't know how to lead it, if I don't know what I want to go into, I'm not doing anything progressive. I'm not spending my time wisely. I'm doing things that are bringing maybe momentary pleasure. And I say maybe because it's, you know, it's gaming, and I've gamed since, when was PS2 a thing? I was like maybe 5-6 years old. It just doesn't bring me the same pleasure anymore, because I know it's not moving me to a place that's going to benefit me in the long term and bring genuine fulfillment. And, you know, I'm trying to make routines, I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z, believing that it's going to take me to a place I want to be. But in truth, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I needed to make this video to surrender myself to reality. To break, as I said at the beginning, to break down my ego and to surrender to my reality. Because until I surrender to this reality that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know how to spend my life, I cannot sit with this and actually make moves forward, because everything would just be done under this cloud and this illusion, under this lie of, yeah, it's cool, you know what you're doing, it's fine, the ship's definitely not on fire. And as I said earlier about the image of myself being a fuck up, a huge part of my issues kind of after secondary school, kind of through uni time, I had mad paranoia. I was mad paranoid. Everything I would, God, this is so embarrassing to say. I had an image of the people who I did not like, the people I kind of viewed or thought judged me the worst. And they would be in this room with like one of those kind of mirrors or TVs, and whatever I was doing, they would just be able to watch and see me doing whatever the fuck I was doing.
Well, it looks like a fruitcake to me.
It's a defense mechanism to stop me from doing stupid things that I thought would bring me negative attention. It's a defense mechanism my mind conjured up to stop me from doing things that would receive negative attention. But fuck me, that plagued me. And still that kind of paranoia, I don't have that fucking image anymore, but the still underlying feeling of slight paranoia is still there. And so yeah, this video is, I just feel like, I kind of, what the fuck am I doing? Just saying this out. This video is trying to face an element of that fear, surrender myself to the reality of my current situation, to put it into a public forum. I cannot speak. I'm a little stressed. I'm a little high strung right now trying to make this, so my words are getting tripped up. But yeah, I'm trying to surrender to reality, to put this into a public forum where, you know, I could fucking receive so much negative. I can't imagine how much negativity this is gonna garner. But, you know, there's nothing stopping someone from just writing a really fucking shitty comment, or saving it and sending it to a group chat just to mock, even though I won't fucking know about it. But the like 0.0000001% that would happen, and that's enough for the paranoia to have a kind of, hey, maybe don't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this to a close now because I am babbling and waffling. But yeah, here's hopefully the first step to actually connecting with reality. That it's okay to not know what I'm doing. It is okay, as long as I'm making moves to find out what that is. And because I'm lying to myself and I'm hiding from the reality, I'm not making the right moves. I'm still hiding away because I don't want to face reality. I don't want to go onto a job forum and have to look at all the requirements that certain things would need, because then that means I then have to do X, Y, and Z, and I have to find out X, Y, and Z. I've then got to do A, B, and C, and it just leads to a path. And that is something you have to do. That's something I have to do in life. That is life. There is no going around that. That is non-negotiable. That is, you have to do that. But I'm so stuck hiding from it, and I hate saying that at 28 years old. That is a skill I do not have. And posting this is such an attack on my identity. I'm attacking my own identity. I want to seem put together. I want to seem reliable. I want to seem masculine. And here I am sitting here saying, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I'm too scared to do the bare minimum to figure out what the fuck I want to do. So, yeah. We're going to end it there. I've said my piece. I will be babbling otherwise. And I'm babbling because I want to bring some kind of justification to this. I want to redeem myself in some way. I don't know how to. So we're just babbling just to kind of draw it out and save myself from posting this. But it's a start. So, yeah. First conversation to myself. Done. Alright, let's end the torture here. Bye bye.